was asked just kind of a random question about the venues around town, but actually about what were my favorite places to play when I was playing steady. I used to play in the States a lot for years, I would say. Well, with the Crankshot Band, over 4 years with them, and numerous other bands before that, and quite a few, obviously, here in the Sioux, and then down in Southern Ontario, and even some out west. But I think my favorite stage sound-wise, I would have to say would be, I guess sound-wise, but just overall was the Satisfied Frog in Sioux, Michigan. I just always liked playing that bar. I played there for 4 years, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, the people were great. One thing about that bar is you can get people coming in for the first set of music, and all the bars are pretty close, so they might leave on the first break, go down and check out the other bars, and they do a circle, and then they end up coming back for the last set. So it was almost like recycling the audience throughout the night, and it's still like that to this day. That was really fun, because it almost reminded me, in a small way, of when you go down, you see the big festivals like in New Orleans, where there's musicians and bands playing everywhere, and people are just walking down the street, checking out a little bit, and keep walking and checking out your band, and they just keep going into all these bars, and it's a nice flow of people. You get a lot of exposure. That doesn't seem to happen in Sault Ste. Marie, Canada, which is kind of a bummer. But we do have a few bars close, but it just doesn't happen. I don't know why. Totally, you're 10 minutes away from where I live here to Michigan, and the bar scene is just that much different. It's totally different, really. Some of the other bars, I always hated corner stages, so I can tell you that I used to hate playing the Algonquin for the corner stage, because a drum set, most people don't understand, a drum set V's forward to a single bass drum, and V's outwards to the back. Well, then you have this corner in the back of the behind the drummer, so that means the drum set has to come out further. Very annoying, especially if you're playing a bigger drum set like I do, but also because certain drummers, including myself, we play flat foot and the bass drum is further away. So when you build these corner stages, it never works for the drummer, never. And Doc's in recent years has changed to the corner stage, and it sucks. I hate it. Played there a few times with that stage set up, and I was crammed in there, and it was like, you got to get monitors in. I was running sequencers. It's just a pain in the ass. So I love playing Doc's, love it, but I loved it when it was where the stage was basically the floor, and that was it. No corner stage. Let's see. I actually used to like playing the Harmony Beach. I can't remember if it was the Harmony Beach Motel. And again, it was a corner stage, but it was for some odd reason had an interesting sound. I could always hear my drums in that, and I did a lot of shows with a band called the Vikings there, and it was a hoot. I just loved it. You could actually finish playing on a break, go jump in the lake, cool off, come back and play the next set. It was that was a lot of fun. Basically a beach bar. The Eastgate, that was okay, except for these stupid pillars everywhere. The Vic was okay, except for pillars. They love pillars, but both interesting sounding rooms. The Canadian, I hate the sound on that stage. They built all these sub-risers and stuff, and they just echo, and drums just rumble, and I just hate the sound. Ceiling's really strange over the stage. Worst sounding room, in my opinion. Just never liked playing that bar for the acoustics. I mean, the crowds were great back in the day when we played there, but yeah, acoustic-wise, I hated it. So that's about it. Other bars. Actually, I've been doing films with the 60 band at the New American, and they knocked out a whole wall there, and it's actually not a bad sounding little room. But anyways, that's my scoop on that. But